Hello everyone, I'm Chris Spencer and I'm bringing you the latest fair trading news, aka the BuySmart 2021 award ceremony from Fair Trading HQ in Brisbane. Here's what's coming up. We'll go back in time to learn about the history of BuySmart. We'll find out why consumer literacy is so important for young Queenslanders. We'll take a look at some of this year's BuySmart competition entries, and we'll find out who has won a share of more than $15,000 in prize money for themselves and their schools. All that soon, but first, I respectfully acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we are presenting and the lands from which you are joining us today, and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. School-aged children and young people from around the state have been learning about their consumer rights and how to protect themselves in the marketplace through the Office of Fair Trading's BuySmart program, with many entering the annual BuySmart competition. The competition encourages young Queenslanders to research a consumer issue and create a fun way to share their learning, with over $15,000 in prizes to be won by the students and their schools or community groups. Today, that hard work has come to fruition as we announce our 2021 winners. And now we'll cross to Special Reporter and Commissioner for Fair Trading, Victoria Thompson, to tell us a little bit about the BuySmart competition and its great history. Welcome to the program, Commissioner.
Thanks, Chris. Hello, everyone. I'm coming to you from BuySmart Central in Brisbane, surrounded by some of this year's entries. I'm so excited that it's the time of year when we acknowledge and celebrate the fabulous work of young people from right across Queensland in our annual BuySmart competition. And I'm excited you are all able to tune in to watch our virtual ceremony. Of course, we're looking forward to being able to hold the awards in person again as soon as it is safe to do so. We really miss welcoming students from around the state to celebrate with us at Parliament House. So whilst you can't be with us here today, I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone who participated in the 2021 BuySmart competition, wherever you are tuning in from across the state. The Office of Fair Trading first held BuySmart way back in 2002. And we've seen so many fabulous, clever and creative entries from Queensland school students every year ever since. And when we do the maths, that makes this year the 20th time we've held the competition. In fact, it's older than every single participant who entered this year. The quality of the entries that we receive each year is outstanding, and we get very excited to show off the fabulous work that students produce. So let's dust off the old time machine and check out 20 years of clever creative projects, starting with our very first BuySmart entry from 2002. Back in 2002, it was a novelty to receive entries in what we would call now a digital format. And a lot has changed in nearly 2 decades. We receive hundreds of websites, digital slideshows, video games, apps, and more. But let's talk about BuySmart 2021. Thank you to all of you who've put on your thinking caps, got your creative juices flowing, and come up with some awesome projects that we've received. Thank you also to everyone who helped and supported you in making and submitting your entries. We know people like your parents or your guardians, your teachers and your schools are a key part of the Buy Smart competition experience. And finally, I'd like to acknowledge and thank our Buy Smart judging panel. Mr. Ian Jarrett, OAM from the Queensland Consumers Association, Ms. Deborah Clegg from the Department of Education, and Lynette Rose from the Office of Fair Trading. It must be a lot of fun to watch, listen, read and play all the entries, but it's also a difficult job to choose the winners. So thank you for your time and your dedication. And now, back to the studio.
Thank you, Commissioner. We'll hear from the Commissioner again soon as she announces this year's competition winners. But now, let's take a look at some of this year's entries. I certainly hope all those watching are as impressed with those entries as I am. It's easy to see why it's so hard for the judges to select a winner. And now we'll cross to Special Reporter, Attorney General and Minister for Justice, the Honourable Shannon Fentiman MP. Welcome to the programme, Attorney General.
Thanks, Chris. Like many of you, this is my first Buy Smart Awards ceremony, and I'm so excited to join you virtually to celebrate the hard work that you have put into your entries. I have been blown away by the calibre of the entries the Office of Fair Trading has received and the creativity that went into them. You should all be incredibly proud of your efforts. As the Commissioner mentioned, we have an extra reason to celebrate this year as we close out the 20th Buy Smart competition. Back in 2002, Buy Smart was started to help young Queenslanders learn about consumer issues and develop savvy consumer habits to carry with them throughout their lives. And it's even more important today than it was 20 years ago. From our Year 4 entrants who maybe decided what to buy from the tuck shop and saving their pocket money to buy a new video game, to our Year 12 entrants who may be signing mobile phone contracts, saving for their first car, or deciding which university or college to attend. You are already consumers making purchasing decisions. Last financial year, the Office of Fair Trading received 44 complaints from Queenslanders under the age of 18. One of these complaints was from a teenager who we'll call Jane. Jane bought a dress from a popular chain store, only to find it was faulty when it was delivered. When Jane tried to return the dress, the store manager told her she needed the receipt. Jane didn't have the receipt, but she showed the store manager the entry on her bank statement, along with the price tags. The manager didn't accept this. Jane understood her consumer rights and contacted Fair Trading, who took the matter up for her, and the store replaced her dress. Such a great outcome for Jane and an example of why it's so important to know what your consumer rights are. The young Queenslanders who entered the first Buy Smart competition all the way back in 2002 are now adults earning money, buying cars and homes, and they're putting what they learn about their consumer rights into practice every day. And in another 20 years, you will be too, remembering what you learnt through the Buy Smart competition and using that knowledge when it's needed. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And now, back to the studio.
Thank you, Attorney General. It's almost time for the Commissioner to announce this year's winners. But before we hear from her, let's take a look at the prizes on offer. The competition has 3 year-level categories, Years 4 to 6, Years 7 to 9, and Years 10 to 12, with a prize pool of over $15,000 awarded to winning students and their schools or community groups. The prizes are for first, second, third, and highly commended. And one lucky school will be awarded the School Champion Prize. The Commissioner's School Champion Prize is awarded by the Queensland Commissioner for Fair Trading. It recognises the school that has done the most to support consumer awareness and financial capability in its students through their involvement with the Buy Smart program during the year. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to announce the winners of the Buy Smart competition for 2021. Welcome back, Commissioner.
Thanks, Chris. It is now my great pleasure to announce our major prizes for the 2021 Buy Smart Awards. Let's start with the students who have been highly commended by the judges, starting with Years 4 to 6 category. Congratulations to the following students from our youngest category: Annabella and Shayla from Year 5 at Kawongba State School for their music video about scams. Abigail, Alice, Anara, Francesca and Eva from Year 6 at Kedron State School for their consumer rights board game. Cooper from Year 6 at Mackay North State School for her interactive digital scams quiz. We also have some highly commended entries in Years 7 to 9. A big congratulations to these students. Sophie, Chloe and India from Year 9 at Sheldon College for their song about online shopping scams. Lauren from Year 8 at Loretto College for her Scams Survival Guide. Caleb, Mitchell and Nihal from Year 7 at Redeemer Lutheran College for their saving and budgeting video starring sock puppets. Jack from Year 8 at Sunshine Coast Grammar for his scams video. Angelica from Year 9 at Wavell State High School for her song Warning About Romance Scams. Kiki and Emily from Year 9 at Clayfield College for their Scam Masterboard game. This year we have one highly commended entry in the Years 10 to 12 category. And Ewan from Year 10 at Aspley State High School for their budgeting brochure. The following students have won third prize, $150 for their entry and $500 for their school or community group. Third place for Years 4 to 6 goes to Caden from Year 4 at Forest Lake State School for his Saving Money board game, complete with Caden Cash. Third place for Years 7 to 9 goes to Zali from Year 9 at Wavell State High School for her Buying a Car animation. And third place for Years 10 to 12 goes to Braden from Year 10 at Trinity College for his Buying a Car video. The winners of the second prize are awarded $250 for their entry and $1,000 for their school or community group. Second place for Years 4 to 6 goes to Josie and Sasha from Year 6 at St Dipna's Catholic Primary School for their informative unit pricing video. Second place for Years 7 to 9 goes to Ruby and Eliza, Year 9 at Wavell State High School, for educating us about scams via their parody of The Office. Second place for Years 10 to 12 goes to Cody from Year 10 at Nambour State College for his Buying a Card board game. The winners of the first prize are awarded $500 for their entry and $2,000 for their school. First place for Years 4 to 6 goes to Mitch from Year 5 at St Mary MacKillop School for his creative Minecraft Scams Awareness video. First place for Years 7 to 9 goes to Lindy from Year 9 at Trinity College for her Buying Your First Car workbook. And first place for Years 10 to 12 goes to Nidhi, Adonia and Sarish from Years 10 at Queensland Academy's Health Sciences Campus for their multimodal scam awareness video. Congratulations to all of our winning students and to their schools. Our final award for 2021 is the Commissioner's School Champion Prize. Since 2016, the Office for Fair Trading has awarded this prize each year to a school whose commitment to develop consumer awareness and financial capability in its students through its involvement in the Buy Smart program has stood above the crowd. For some previous winners, that has been demonstrated by the numbers of classes or students involved in the program. For others, it has been awarded to them for commitment through adversity. It is my great pleasure to announce that the 2021 Buy Smart Commissioner School Champion Prize is awarded to Mudapilly State School for their strong participation in the competition. Let's hear about their experience with the Buy Smart program and the impact that it has had on their students.
Hello, my name is Jetta McNeil and I'm the proud teaching principal of Mudapilly State School. We have 32 students from Prep to Year 6 and we're located on the Cunningham Highway just south of Ipswich. As part of their digital technology curriculum, students in Years 3, 4, 5, 6 were required to create a guessing game using some sort of digital software. We used a digital software program called Scratch, and I decided it would be a great idea to combine the Office of Fair Trading's Buy Smart competition with that learning in digital technology. It was a great opportunity for students to create something for a purpose and to help educate other kids their age about things that they didn't know about until they started researching. In particular, the idea of getting a refund was really surprising to my students. They thought you could get a refund whenever you felt like it, just because you may have changed your mind. I would like to thank everyone involved in this competition. My students have gained knowledge that they didn't previously have, and it gave a purpose to the other curriculum that we were already doing. Congratulations to everyone involved in this competition. We're very proud to be a part of it.
Congratulations to our talented prize winners for 2021. You should be extremely proud of your efforts. That's a wrap on Buy Smart 2021. I hope you've enjoyed learning more about the consumer issues and tips for navigating the marketplace. We hope to see you again next year, whether that is in the classroom, in an online presentation, or fingers crossed at Parliament House for the 2022 awards ceremony. Remember, if you want to stay up to date with the latest Buy Smart news, follow our socials or subscribe to our newsletters.